Hello guys and welcome to Ezzi-UK, and today I have a video from the test server for patch 9.14. So what are the new features of the patch 9.14 test server? Well, from what I can see there's no new vehicles, but there are a couple of new HD models, such as for the T28. I don't know if I've got that researched, just have a quick look. No, I don't. But the new T28 has HD all around, and it has a roof on the turret as well, which will help very little, to be honest. No, the main features of this patch are the new game mechanics, which are the new physics, as well as the new sounds that are in the game. So if I hop into a fun room, I can show these sounds to you guys. So here we are in the first game, and that engine sounds amazing. And also I've just realised that I am going to end up doing the whole entire video in a slightly smaller window to usual rather than full screen. I am sorry about that, but there we go. Anyway, I am in the FV4005, also known as the Death Star 2, with that whopping great 183mm gun and this amazing sounding engine. I presume this will be the same engine sound for the other tank, the tank destroyer, the Conway, as well as the Centurion tanks, because it does sound amazing. You also get a bit of track sound. You've got these other tanks roaring past, nice meaty, well, when I say meaty, bassy sounds. Oh, I've gone the wrong way. Quick. Oh no, it spun me. These new physics do allow you to climb up things that you never were able to climb up before, just as that. So anyway, let's get into this game. We can already hear the rumble of those guns down there. So let's get our gun into play. Now I'm hoping this will... Ooh, that sounded amazing. Anyway, let's just shoot at something down there. We'll have to be quick. Come on, don't shoot me. Oh! Oh, that sound is amazing. The gun being hit, oh, what an amazing sound. And you should listen to this reload as well. The reload is pretty spectacular. Oh, those sounds are amazing. Now we're going to have to sit here reloading, and I think I'm going to go after one of those T45 or whatever they're called, those horrible little machines. T49, that was it. Let's go after one of those machines. Oh, they're going to go and kill the artillery. Anyway, that engine sounds amazing. We do now have gears on the tank, so as you hear it accelerating, the engine sound changes to a lower revs when it changes up and down gears. Absolutely amazing. I'll just stop talking a second. Oh, that sound is amazing. Got one reverse gear, obviously, back into forwards, and you can see the little rev needle going up and down until you reach your speed limit, and you've also got like a little over rev bar. Anyway, let's reload the gun, and you can hear the gun being reloaded. You can hear those rounds being rammed in. It sounds absolutely spectacular. So I think for the rest of this game I'm going to stop talking, and I'll leave you guys to listen to these sounds. Well, I guess that's it, so we'll just switch to C100, and that does also sound amazing. All these sounds, the only word I can describe them is amazing, spectacular, fantastic. Probably some other words I can't think of, because my vocabulary is not very good. But anyway, let's have a look at this Jagdpanzer E100. This artillery, this object is going to sound pretty good. Oh, I love that track sound. That's the blow up sound. The sound when you get tracked is now, it sounds like the tracks are falling off the tank. It's that good. Just skip to the M103 and see what he's doing. He's taking on the artillery. He's managed to get a shot in him. Well, this isn't really interesting, is it? Yeah, there's the new physics for you. You can actually flip the tank and die, just like drowning, from flipping a tank. And he's going to ram him? Yep, he rammed him. The new physics also do mean that it is easier to ram tanks as well as this, just like this, and there we go, he rammed him. He's dead. One more artillery, is he going to get him? Or is he going to get tracked? I bet he was going to get tracked. Yes, he gets tracked, and that sound still sounds pretty good to me. Anyway, the game is drawing to a close, I guess. So, we'll just let this guy kill the other person, and we'll skip to the next game that I played for you guys. I did just find this after finishing the game, and it says here all about the new sounds. It's saying that the field of vision and the test server is similar to that of the other test server, blah blah blah. The new turning radius control, so if you turn normally you could hit the house, but if you let go of W and press D you turn a little bit tighter but you lose your speed. Ramming capabilities now, you can now flip tanks just like that, it's pretty cool, and you can also drift in any tank other than tank destroyers and artillery by just holding down space, so that is pretty good. Anyway, let's go to the next game. Here we are, and I'm in my T-34-3, the premium tier 8 Chinese tank. It's a bit like a Type 59, except for it has a much bigger gun. And I imagine that AMX CDC is going to have a lot of fun in this game, drifting around and having a bit of fun. So the medium tanks tend to drift a bit slower than light tanks, obviously, because they're heavier. You can also drift some of the heavy tanks, such as the FCM-50T. I managed to drift my TOG earlier somehow, I don't know how, but I managed to drift the TOG. And I've also managed to drift my Conqueror, so you can drift quite a few of the larger heavy tanks. Not too sure about the Maus, but there we go. It's quite fun. Anyway, let's just race up this hill. Come on, tank. And oh, that gun does sound amazing. So this does have a 120mm gun. It is much smaller than the 183mm gun on the previous tank, the FV4005, also known as the Death Star. Does still sound pretty meaty, this gun, pretty much the same, I'd guess. It's just not quite as loud, it doesn't last as long. Ooh, can I hit this guy? Nope, no way. We'll just give it a go, come on. Can we hit him? Can he hit him? Nope. Missed. I have to say that the 90mm guns sound quite good compared to the 105mm guns. In my order of the guns that sound the best, you got the gun on the Burt, the little tier 6 not tank destroyer, artillery for the British line, the howitzers generally sound pretty good, so I imagine the KV-2 sounds amazing. The 155mm guns sound really good, so do the 183mm guns and the large guns on the German tanks and the 90mm guns, but the 122, the 120 and the 105mm guns don't tend to sound too good in comparison to the other guns. They still sound really good, don't get me wrong, but they don't quite sound as good as the other guns. Anyway, I'm racing off over here, and let's see if I can do a drift. So if I hold down space, there we go. Little bit of a drift, got the front facing him, and I can't shoot him. So imagine drifting is pretty good for fast aiming guns, unlike this. Can I hit this guy? No.
Target unlocked.
There isn't really much more I can say. You might hear later, if I do manage to bounce a few shots, it will sound quite good. The new ricochet sound effect is really nice. It's more like a ding rather than something stroking against the side of your tank with a brush. It's like a proper ding of a bell, so your whole tank acts like a bell when the round hits it. Oh, got hit. And that sound also is pretty good, and the new collision sound is pretty similar to what it used to be. Anyway, what I'll do now is I'm going to try and focus on playing, because we are going to lose this game, and I'll leave you guys to listen to the sounds without a commentary, because obviously my voice is really boring.
Critical hit. We didn't penetrate their armor. We're done for. Everyone get out.
Oh, did you hear that ding from the ricochet? I actually managed to bounce a few rounds from somebody who wasn't spamming premium ammunition at me. So, as you can hear, the sounds are really good. There's another sound that was pretty nice. Being hit sounds much better. So you might want to get hit more for your game to sound better, which is a bit controversial, but there we go. Also, you can fire your gun more at nothing, because it also sounds pretty good. As I did say, the French tanks don't sound that good. It's more of a flat sound. It doesn't sound like some nuts and bolts are spinning around in your engine, or proper throaty, I don't know. I'm very bad at describing engine sounds. But anyway, it just doesn't sound anywhere near as good as some of the other tanks in the game, as you can probably hear from the CDC. But the gun on the CDC does make up for that sound. Anyway, this game is a loss by the looks of things. I think this guy's going to die. Yeah, he's going to die. Yeah, he's stuck between two tanks. Is he going to die? No, oh, yeah, he's going to die. Watch this. Is he going to ram him? Yeah, he's going to ram him. And there you go. That's the physics for you. Even a light tank can flip up a larger medium tank. Anyway, this is the last game I'm going to show you. This was me playing in the Spa Panzer, whatever it's called. The RU-251, I think it's called. Yeah, it is called that. It says it right there. Anyway, this tank is one of the light tanks. This is a German Tier 8 normal light tank, and it's pretty fast. It does 80 kilometers per hour, and as you can see, the handling is pretty good. I have to say, the faster you go in tanks in this game now with the new physics, the more difficult it is to control them at speed. So as you can see there, I did the trick where you let go of W and turn, and you do bleed most of your speed. So if I turn here now without pressing it, there we go, that's just keep your speed up. The new physics are pretty good, but honestly though, with light tanks they've changed it slightly with light tanks, so they don't lose as much speed in turns now. The downside of that is that they, as I did just say, they are so hard to steer in a straight line. If you're trying to do a minor adjustment in it, You hold down the key, it doesn't do anything, it's a delay, and then suddenly it will turn quite sharply, and you can spin out of control if you do hit some objects. Anyway, I managed to just drift uphill. Just showing to you guys the new drifting capabilities of holding down space. Can I hit somebody? Come on. Yeah, here we go. Nope. No penetration. Yeah, this gun isn't that good, but it is a 90mm, and I will say it does sound better than the last gun that we had on the last time, which was the T-34-3 with the 122mm gun. Definitely the 90mm does sound a lot better. Oh, no, we didn't quite kill him. Anyway, let's speed off and we'll go and take out some enemy tanks from behind, because they're all crowded around at the bottom of the hill. And we all know what's going to happen here. I'm going to drift. I'm going to drift. Come on, drift, drift, drift. Oh god, no. Quick, run, 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 drift, 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 drift. Yeah. I don't know what killed him. Oh, Skoda. Wait, what? E50. Ah, you saved my life. As you can see, with the light tanks, when it comes to artillery, you can use, well, any tank actually, besides artillery, you can use the new drifting capabilities to quickly get behind them before they can shoot at you. As I just did then, because that actually saved my life from being shot by a T-92. Let's see if we can go around here and get this AMX in this rear. Oh no! One shot into me, two shots. Come on, yeah, there we go. There's the second shot. Oh, I got my life saved again. Nope, can't take out the mouse. Nope, he's dead. Anyway, the new physics are amazing, except for you can't stop like that, and you do end up running into friendly tanks like the Maus. So you do have to be careful of that, because the tanks now with the new physics, the lighter tanks I should say, struggle to stop when at speed. Especially if you do hold down space like I did, because it locks the tracks. The upside is of the new light tanks, obviously you can get around the rear of enemy tanks, you can spin round the back, shoot them in the rear before they can get the turret round, and you can speed off again. So also you can use it as a dodging tactic, you can weave and all sorts of things like this. Downside is you do need a fast turning turret. Anyway, going to leave this playing for a bit with the sounds, and I'll get back to you guys after this game. Ah, I forgot to mention that in the test server, generally people end up shooting you even if they're on your own team, if you shoot somebody that they wanted to shoot instead of you. So there we go. I just got killed by an E50. So this is a good time for us to go back to the garage. So guys, that is it for now from the test server. I imagine that this will close this weekend. Not too sure about anything in the future. I'm guessing all the new sounds and physics will be added. I did enjoy the new physics the most. As you saw, I could drift and hide behind the T-95 or 92 or whatever it is, the artillery, before he shot me. Downside is you do end up crashing quite a bit because it is really hard to stop. Sounds on the whole, I love the sounds the most. The physics need a bit of work, but the sounds are amazing. The engine sounds on the Russian tanks sounds like they're blowing themselves up and disintegrating themselves. I thought only the big guns would have the nice big meaty bassy sounds, but it turns out even the small guns do. Even on the tiny little tanks, they don't sound like party poppers anymore. They sound like proper guns firing. It is really good, and I can't wait for them to put this in the live server. Anyway, that is it from me for now. Until next week. I don't know what I'm doing next week. Probably a replay, because I have a load on the computer at the moment. Could be a bit of War Thunder. I am not sure. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video, and I will see you guys next time.